opening statement. We'll come back to it.
Fantastic game and great effort by the girls. I told my coach this morning, like we not come back good all year. We're going to get behind 8 runs. We're going to get to the 7th inning, and we're going to practice, get better at it. That's not true. I'm trying to be funny, but I'm just so thrilled for the girls all year. All my buddies been texting me the last month, like, why doesn't this team come from behind? Every team I feel like it's one trademarks of my team. My teams are always good at coming from behind, and then I think about this team. They can hit. They got power. They got speed. They got good eyes. They don't strike out, and they're talented. And I guess it just took time for them to get that feel together. It's a new ball club, but it couldn't happen at a better time. That's one of the most clutch. Just the way they came back over and over with 2 out in that last inning was just so special for me to stand down there as a coach. And for 5 innings, I'm like trying to like not get mad, don't stay calm, don't show any anger, just stay cool, stay in it, believe in your girls. And to have them do that the 7th inning was so special. I think early in the game I gotta give a big shout out to Sam Lincoln. I thought she came in, did an amazing job. Just come in and stopped and shut the door. And then we heard her as a coaching staff, we made a mistake and didn't re-enter. A catcher, Jazzy Burns, I believe, Jazzy. We didn't re-enter after pinch running for is what it was. And it's one of the things that happen in a big pressure game, and she let that. Then she just struck the girl out and gives a home run. I thought that showed an enormous amount of mental resilience and mental fortitude not to let that snowball, and not let the game get away from us more than it did, and kept us in striking distance. So I want to give Sam Lincoln. I thought she was absolutely amazing for us today. And then I want to just credit my whole team because we used so many people, Loggy. Everybody played. Jazzy, Vic, Lauren. There was a lot of people got to contribute, and I just couldn't be prouder of my team as a team.
Lauren, just take me through that entire 7th inning. I mean, and then you get up there, bases loaded. You guys have no margin for error, and then you knock it out. Just take me through your emotions of the whole thing.
So I actually let off the 7th inning. So we're down by 8 runs, and I know that me personally, that first at bat, I couldn't go wrong because I can't win the game in that one at bat. So just trying to make sure I get on for the team. That way we can just do what we do and put something together. And then everybody else started getting hits with 2 outs, and I was like, okay, we got a rally going. Like, we're playing for each other now. You can really see everybody come together in the dugout, and like the energy's just electric at this point. And then I go back up, and then hearing like the crowd cheering and everything, I felt so calm and at peace in that at bat, and I just knew I had to like get inside the ball, and then good things will happen.
For both of you, have either of you ever been part of something like that before?
No, I think that was insane. I think just getting the crowd getting involved, it was just a blast. I think that's the most fun I've ever had in a game. And I think it just showed everyone was having a blast, and I really appreciate everyone coming out and supporting us because I think it made a difference.
Then Taylor, just kind of take me through yours. I mean, they get the run back on you in the 8th. Is it just kind of like, we came back from way worse than this. This is nothing for us now.
Yeah, I think I had the easiest job. My teammates in front of me set me up pretty well. Just getting on base, me moving the runner, everyone taking their walks, doing their part of the job. And all I had to do was just score a runner 60 feet. So I really appreciate my team for setting me up for this.
Lauren, you talked about hearing the crowd. Did you hear them on your first at-bat? They were Raider power. They still believed when you went up there to hit to start off the inning?
The first at bat, I actually did not hear them. I was a little more like locked in, like, okay, like do this for my team, like got to get in, like dialed in. But the second at bat, I felt loose, and that's I think why I got to be able to hear them.
You've been a part of a lot of big moments, even just at Texas Second before that. What is that about yourself you think that allows you to come through in moments like this?
I don't think it's just me. I think it's the people around me on the team, like setting the moments up and just allow me to be in the position that I get in whenever it comes.
Taylor, this is your first year here. You got to experience the crowd, full Red Raider force in this. Like, what was your kind of reaction to them rooting you guys on all the way to the end, and then the pandemonium there late in the game?
Yeah, no, I really appreciate them. It was a little quiet at first. We weren't giving them much to cheer about. So once we started the rally, they made a big part of us. I think we were all getting into it. I think me and Loggy came out the dugout a couple times to do a little Raider power, but I think it was just a blast, and it really helped us.
Every
either of y'all. Teams this century were 0-640 all time when trailing by 8+ runs in an NCAA softball tournament game. Obviously, this isn't the end goal for this to happen, but how does it feel to make history in front of that crowd?
I think it feels awesome. I mean, this team wants to make history just for the program and the school itself, so it's just really cool to be able to start with the one history at a time. It just shows us that we're tough and we can compete, and it really made a statement today.
All right, take questions for Coach Glasgow. Can I get one more? Yeah, go ahead.
For both of you ladies. Coach mentioned it. You guys have struggled to come back late in games like that. Why do you think it was different this time around?
I think we went into the 7th inning and we were just kind of like 8 runs, that's kind of a lot. So it's just like no pressure going up there. One swing's not going to win it at this point, so it's just going to have to be a pass the bat mentality. So it just let everyone take the pressure off a little bit.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I mean, it had to be a complete team effort to score 8, especially with the 2 outs. So I think everybody just, played selflessly for each other, and it showed.
Take questions for Coach Glasgow. Or you're going to start us off?
Well, we'll start with that 0-for-640 thing, Coach. You mentioned you've been a part of a lot of comebacks. Where does this one rank for you?
Number one's got to be like, I was like literally, in the 4th, 5th inning, 6th inning, maybe it's time to retire. If my team can't, maybe I'm losing it. Maybe I'm too old for this. I literally was having those thoughts because I've never had a team like this where I look up, we got 1 hit, 2 hits. And they're great kids. Like they are fantastic kids, and I'm hard to play for. People don't realize how tough I am in the dugout, and I'll get on people, and I'm all day to day. Like I can't afford to get on to anybody. I was like one of my quietest games of the year, and then the reentry doesn't happen, and I can't. Yeah, I know I can't yell at a young coach. We've been perfect for 2 years. That had not happened, and it always happens in a pressure game, and it always there's 2 or 3 checkpoints that had to be bypassed for that to happen. And I'm just trying to stay calm. And I'm thinking if I'm a fan watching this, they probably don't think I care, but I was just trying to stay calm for my team because I knew they needed me to do that today. So the way it felt, no way to describe it. It was the greatest.
Can you kind of take me through just your mindset of little tweaks here or there, who to put in the lineup where while you're kind of making this comeback, knowing maybe you need to make a move, but you don't want to make the wrong move sort of thing?
No. The only move, Loggy is a tremendous eye. If you look back at her 62 at-bats, I think, and she's got 20-something walks. And I know that. I know all my kids' stats. And she's like the most, she walks more than anybody. So at that moment, it's a perfect substitution. Get her on right here. And that was probably the only one other than just, a pinch run here or there. It wasn't anything real smart happened by the coach today. The kids did that all on their own.
And then can you just kind of take me through your emotions and process when Lauren hits the grand slam and Taylor walks it off for you?
Yeah, when Lauren was up there, I felt really good because that's where she hits. She hits that ball to left center, and that's where the wind was blowing. And she's always been a clutch hitter. If you go back to her freshman year, she had 47 RBIs and 92 at bats. And she didn't play till the 20th game of the year on a regular basis and led our team with 13 home runs. And she's always been a clutch hitter. And I felt really good. When we got to her, I felt really good about where we were at. And I just had a feeling it was going to happen at that point. And I think our whole team did, to be honest. And then when Taylor was up, like she said, once we got Jackie at third, we just need the ball in the air. That's the only thing we didn't want was a double play. And I even thought about stealing because they probably wouldn't throw it down and take a chance on something happening with that winning run third. But on the other hand, if they do throw it down, we take out that 1-out situation. So I just trusted her to get the ball in the air, and she's a clutch player and never strikes out. She never, ever strikes out. So knock on wood, or seldom.
At what point were y'all was Nyjah warming in that comeback, or was she in the dugout to re-enter there?
Yeah, as soon as we started scoring runs, get Nyjah in the bullpen, get her ready. And I knew we wanted to go back to her at that point.
Can you talk a little bit about Mia's at-bat before Taylor to move that runner to the third?
Yeah, was it a ground ball?
No, it was the same pop fly center field.
Oh, the deep one to center field.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was gone. When she hit that, I thought it was gone. I thought that was a home run. and then it just, I don't know whether the wind hung it or it just didn't get high enough. But again, it let us get in really good position to move over to third. And I thought KT was heads up and had the speed to get to, or Jackie was it, tagged up. Jackie List tagged up. I thought that was smart. She didn't panic and take a lead and get to where she couldn't tag up on that line drive. And I thought it was gone when she hit it.
Then just how many times did you have to redo your post-game speech you were going to give to the team? And then how much of it is just keeping this momentum into tomorrow now?
Like in the fourth inning, fifth inning, I called one of the players, Alana, down. I said, hey, Alana, just think ahead here. If we don't make a comeback here, this one is 4-0. I'm not going to say a word about winning 67 series in a row. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to love them up. I can't get on to him post-game speech. I've got to love them up. And I want you to go in the locker room with the whole team and remind them that 67 times in a row we've come back in 3-game series in conference play. And so I had it all planned. I mean, it's all orchestrated about the fourth, fifth inning. If we don't come back, this is how we'll handle it. Because I still thought we'd win the regional. No matter what happened today, I didn't have any doubt we'd win the regional. But I wanted to have everything in place to where I had leadership in the locker room to remind him, like, hey, we lost 9-0 at Arizona, and then we run the next 2 games by run rule. And so that was all, I'd already had that all orchestrated in the fourth, fifth inning. Thank goodness we didn't have to.
Coach, then kind of just building off that, what are the next few hours like going into trying to prepare now? Obviously the high of this moment has to be huge, but you guys know you have more games to play here. So what is the focus over the next few hours and heading into tomorrow?
Be sure the kids get good rest. I'm going to take some kids to the house, we'll cook some steak for them, and just so I can control it. I want to be sure they're getting a good night's rest and ready to play tomorrow. And I want all these kids to get to bed early, and we got a mission. Like, you have to win. You have to win 2 times against anybody in the regional, and we got a big win today. We got one more win to accomplish, and we're not going to let anything get in our way.
All right. Thank y'all.